Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League Showcase Showdown. High Button Sports coming at you with the live action between the Rockets and the Flames. Western Flames and the Kraken met up last night, and the Flames come away with the shutout against the Kraken. Now the matchup between these two teams, the Rockets sitting second in the league right now with a record of 27-5-0. Flames sitting 8th, which is just second to the bottom, a record of 7-23-1. So it'll be interesting to see the game today. Flames missing a couple players. Claire Polchis and Sophia Govin are out with injuries, and Claire Polchis has actually got 8 points, which is second on the Flames team, or 8 goals for this team, actually. Sitting at 13 points, and here we go. Rockets win this one right up into a breakaway, and a shot puck with a tipped up into the netting behind Austin Yeomans, who's the starting goaltender for the Flames today. And Morgan, we got Morgan Redmond in net for the Rockets. Face off. Rockets in control. Poked away as they battle. Cormier loses her stick, and that is put out back into the neutral zone. As the Rockets make some great passes, and in all alone shot, and a nice blocker save there by Yeomans. Oh, and a pass interception by the Rockets, and out front in the slot, that was deflected as Flames try and gain control here. Danielle walking in and around and right out short side, couldn't get any connection on that puck there. And she'll head off for the change. Battle at the boards. Rockets. LA coming around the net. She's looking. She's going to send that back. And a shot on net. And that went high and wide and back to the boards. And they will make their way back into Rockets End as Flames finally get a change after 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Or a minute and 4. And back in center ice, Rockets have control. Flames around the net. And Kimball battling at the boards, and that goes back to Arsenault, and Arsenault just misses that pass. She'll come back around and send that one to Ward, and Ward's going to pop that one up to Poirier. Poirier walking in, shot short side, and a nice save there by Yeomans. And that'll put us back at the face-off. 18 minutes left here. Face-off won by the Rockets. And the Flames will make their way out of their own zone. Rockets gain control again, and some fantastic passing as they send that one deep. Flames up and around the boards. Rockets steal that one away. Drop back to Cormier. Cormier takes the shot. That's wide the net, but deflected in front by, I think, Audrey Daggle. Flames finally getting broken out of their zone as they'll walk through center. And Eason will send that deep as they get the change, giving Rockets control again. But they needed some fresh legs on the ice here. Cormier sends that into the skates of Cook. And they almost had Folks for a breakaway there, or in all alone, but Rockets managed to steal that one back away. And the Rockets looking come back through, and they make it to center ice, sent deep back in the Rocket zone. And Flames keeping it in. Lily Nelson was able to put that one deep and picked up by Boutier on the Rockets. Sent up to McFadden, and McFadden was going to circle around. She was looking for Savoy, and Savoy didn't quite get that pass. And that's going to be icing call against the Rockets. We'll pull this puck down into the Rockets zone for the face-off. Lauren Ward versus Johnston at the dot, and Bourgeois comes away with this one. Sends that one deep. Savoy's on the chase. Out front, a shot, and I don't know if that was a save, but it didn't go in the net. She had the wide open, and Yeoman's got herself over there. I believe it was a pad save, cutting those angles off and sending that to the corner. Rockets in control again. Colpus trying to send it to Alain. And it was poked away. Dooland coming in, makes the move. Puck to the corner. And she wasn't fast enough to retrieve that one. Summers is going to walk the blue line and fan on that. And Rockets send it up to, and now the back check from the Flames was too great as Plord couldn't make her way in. Making the moves. Sent over to Alain. Back. Arsenault. And the pressure at the blue line from Summers. Lauren Ward. Or sorry, that was Dooland. My fault. And Rockets. Arsenault. Up to Ward. And a stretch pass there to center ice for the Flames, but picked away from Cook by Arsenault. And there's trading back and forth here on the passes between the two teams. Sent in behind, right out front. And that was deflected away. And the Rockets right out front. Ward wasn't quite there with her stick in front of the net. She was in the slot, wasn't ready for that pass to come across, so they'll reset. Cormier tries to make a shot towards the net, and that's stopped. And Lola Boutier picks that one up. And they are back in the Flame zone. Poked away from Boutier. Rockets back in control. That'll be off the wall. And right into Daniel's stick. She'll make the shot to far side. Goal. What was that angle as she picked that one up with a very, very small pocket. Number 20, Annabelle Daniel from Leanne Bourgeois. And I'm not sure if there was a second assist there or not, but the Rockets are on the board. 1-0 with 13:34 left here in the first period. Oh, and that was a huge body hit. Center ice and no arm up from the ref for that one. She got taken right off her feet. Rockets back in control. Pass intercepted by Kimball. And this one's back in Rocket zone as Bourgeois tries to send it. Doolin there to deny that pass. And off the wall, Doolin fighting. Keep it in, and Daggle was there to poke that one back in. But Bourgeois sent that back to center ice. Back in Rocket's end. Fitzpatrick sends that around to Poirier, and Poirier is looking. The pressure from the Flames, taking all the passing lanes out, and that pass deflected into the Rockets bench from their zone, and that will be a face-off. 12:40 left here in the first. 1-0 for the Rockets. Poked away by Daggle. Arsenal will pick that up in her own zone. And nice pass up to center there for Colpitts. Colpitts to Plord. Plord takes the shot, and that's deflected high over the net. And at the blue line, Badland to gain control, and that'll be sent down as an icing will be called against the Flames. And we'll pull this one back. Next to Austin Yeomans for the face-off. And draw, Rockets win that cleanly. Back to Arsenault. Arsenault barely keeps that one in. And battle at the board. We have a 2-on-2. Pulling it away is Lauren Ward. And Lauren misplays that puck outside, and they got to tag up as the Flames intercept this pass. And that is Daggle. As an offside, potential offside was there, giving Rockets the chance to control this puck again. And Plord in, going for the short side, and that is off the mask of Yeomans. And a good poke there by Daggle. And the Rockets send that one back in. They're going to get a quick change here on their forwards. And Lola Boutier, a little backhand into the shoulder of Summers. Summers gained control there, and they are back down deep in the Rockets' end. And they're battling at the boards. Rocket trying to get the breakout happening here. That's sent up to the boards, and Savoy's there to pick this one up. And a shot, and that goes high up over Yeoman's head. And that is back out into Rockets turf. Back to Savoy. Savoy misses that pass, and the line will be cleared again as Lawrence backhands that one. And Bourgeois is going in, sends that up to Rodier, and an offside as the Flames clear the blue line. Rockets sent up to Plord. Plord making her way in, and a massive hit to the head as the Rockets are going to get a penalty for that one. And that'll send the Rockets to the penalty kill as Lily Plord is heading into the box. She'll sit for two. She tried to get her stick up and over, and it came right down on the head. I didn't see of who for the Flames, but the Flames on the power play for two, giving them a chance to try and get the scoreboard even again. And a clear by the Rockets, pretty quick there off the draw. And sent to Daggle. Daggle. She was bagging 2 of the 4 goals, and then we have a trip call coming to number 20, Annabelle Daniel. And this will give the Flames a chance for a 6-on-5 as they have full control, and a shot deflected in behind. And the Flames looking to send these pucks on net as they have a good chance here. And they are going to have a 5-on-3 for 1:18. As Annabelle Daniels going to sit for 2 for tripping. And here we go. Drawing back. And Poirier is going to send that one for the ice. And Audrey Daggle picking this one up. And they're going to make their way in as Johnston drop pass back to Cook. Cook to Fetmore. Felt more. And the Dagger with the slap shot right into the chest of Redmond. And Rockets have control. She's going to walk this one right in and take the shot. And that bounces off the glove of Yeomans. And Rockets back in control of the puck here. And that one's sent down. Icing will be called here against the Flames. And we'll pull this puck back down into their zone. About 30 seconds left here in this 5-on-3 for the Flames. And so far, one quality shot on net. But the Rockets keep getting the puck clear and out of their zone. And Rockets win this faceoff. She's going to drag this one back to try and kill time off this penalty. And just a light backhand back right into Flames possession. They're going to grab, and that was definitely a body contact against the board, sending her to the ice at the shot, and Redmond will make the save. And 11 seconds left here in the 5-on-3 for the Flames. And it will be 5-on-4 for about 40 seconds. Rockets get the clear as they shoot the puck cross ice and out. Flames making their way in as Doolin, puck settled down out of her stick, and 34 seconds left in the power play. It's 5-on-4 for the Flames right now. And two good quality shots for the Flame on nets, but they're right in the chest of Redmond. And 15 seconds left as these girls are trying to make something happen here, and tipped in by Nelson. As she is picking that one up in behind the net, and we are coming back to even strength here as Rockets have control, and Daniel out of the box at the stretch pass, and that puts her on the breakaway, but the back check from Daggle swiping that puck away. The incredible speed and power out of her. She has been a dominating force this entire weekend. Back in Daggle's stick, she sends that around for Kimball. Kimball couldn't quite hold on to it as Daniel out of the box and stealing that away. And Annabelle Daniel is sitting second overall in league for points. And back. Rockets control. Rodier to Daniel. Daniel. Arsenault there to pick that one up as Daniel got the puck poked away. McFadden out front, shot off the post. And that's going to go right to the boards. Arsenault. Backhand, back in deep. That'll be back to neutral zone. As Poirier sends that one up to Plord. Plord with the pressure. And 2-on-2 at the boards, trying to dig this one out as the Flames are keeping that pinched. And the Rockets come away with that one. And Savoy sends this one deep. Colpitz back around to Plord. Plord up to Poirier as Summers was in. Dug that one out and out to Johnston. And these girls are battling back and forth for a clean possession of this puck. And back out to center ice. Picked up by Boutier. And she'll poke that one, and she's going in 2-on-1 with Plord. She'll take the shot, and a blocker save by Yeomans. Cormier holding the line there, sends it to Plord. Plord just misses that pass, but she'll come out. Tries to go short slide, blocked by her teammate, and that'll be covered up by Yeomans. And we get the whistle to go back to the faceoff. 4:46 left here in the first period, and Rockets are up 1-0. And Ward at the draw for the Rockets against Folks. And Flames try to chip that one out, which they get it to center, but that is picked up by Boutier. And the Flames poke it back down in and sent up. Boutier's there, back in deep. And we have Waterhouse looking, trying to make this breakout happen. And around the net to Folks. And they're going to battle it out to try and get this one out. Finally, Kate Cook sends that one in. Rockets gain control as the Flames get the change here, and Boutier is going in with speed, but loses the puck. And Poirier looking, nobody there. Fans on that. What looked like it was going to be a cross-crease pass, but maybe we should. Oh, and a tip and a goal. That is Leanne Bourgeois fires it as Annabelle Daniel gets the tip. Wait. Annabelle Daniel gets the tip and bags another one. 2-0 for the Rockets. And Miss Daniel, 32 games played, 55 points so far this season. Second in the league and just dominating on the goals and assists. So that's going to put her to 29 goals, 28 assists. Rockets back in. Poirier, slide pass. That'll be poked away by Yeomans right out to the slot. And definitely not a play you like to see a goaltender make with that much traffic there. You kind of want to cover it up and get the face-off with the reset. And Daniel making her way through with the hands. And she is beat 2. And she gets the shot, and a nice save by Yeoman, sending that to the corner. Daniel will pick it up and pass out front, but McFadden just misses that one. And the Rockets feeling those 2 goals and are hot right now. With the hands, with the passing, Arsenault over to McFadden. McFadden trying to make the moves. And couldn't. Poirier, she picks this one up, and she's taken down with a little bit of a body hit there. And no call, no arm up from the ref with that one, but there was one hit earlier from the Rockets on the Flames, so maybe that's just a trade-off. 2 no calls. 2:17 left here in the first, and 2-0 for the Rockets. And we have Colpitts at the draw against Johnston, and the Rockets win that one. Sent back to Colpitts. Or Elaine, sorry, sent to Elaine. And Arsenault didn't quite get that pass, but manages to keep this in. And the pass to the slot intercepted by Johnston. And the puck pitch against the boards, they're battling it out. And that will be Savoy winning that battle. Colpitts sends it back to Arsenault. Arsenault shot blocked in front. And that'll be sent into Yeomans for the cover-up. We'll head back to the face-off with 1:34 here left in the first. 2-0 for the Rockets. And Annabelle Daniel getting both goals. I'm not sure who got the assists. I'll be looking that up here in a minute on game sheets to give you guys the proper stats. Try my best to keep my eyes on all the numbers on the ice. However, it's difficult when you're solo. Ward Cormier battling against the boards. And that will be sent out as Claire Smith, or not Clara, sorry, it was Lily Nielsen, was there to pick that one up. She runs that one in, gets taken off the puck, and the Rockets are back. We're back in control, and icing, no icing on that one. It was waved off. We're last minute of play here with about 40 seconds left. Fitzpatrick, she'll make the shot right on Yeomans, and Yeomans is going to swipe that one back in and freeze that puck up. And a couple of fresh legs out on the ice here as McFadden's going to take the draw for the Rockets. And I didn't quite see who that was against, but that's to the boards. And Fitzpatrick sends the pass over to Bourgeois. Bourgeois misses it. We're back in neutral zone. And Rockets getting to open ice and making the plays. And Danielle almost got back in all alone in front of Yeomans, but that was denied. And a tip shot into the pad of Yeomans off the leg of Rodier. And we are coming to the end of the second here, and that will do it. And we will be back in about 15 minutes once we get the ice flooded and wiped off. 2-0 Rockets going into the second period. All right, folks, welcome back. Second period, Rockets up 2-0. And the Flames will be looking to get on the board this period. Starting lineups out, officials linemen getting into position. And here we go, 20 minutes on the clock, period 2. Face off to the boards. Rockets trying to send that deep. That was denied. And that'll be an icing call against, icing call against the Flames. Will pull this down into their zone for the face-off. Draw in the feet, poked away by Cook. And battles in behind the net. Flames going to try to make their way out of the zone and denied by Boutier at the blue line. Daniel, slide pass out front and just missed McFadden's stick there, and that comes back out. Pass up to Daniel. Daniel misplays it behind her, and they'll bring this all the way back down and up to McFadden. McFadden's going to walk in and over, and a shot and a glove save by Yeomans. And I believe that was Rodier that took that shot. Rodier. And we're back to the face-off. One back to Bourgeois. Bourgeois over. Held in. Atlanta's going to pick this one up. Daggle, it was Kimball, sorry. Sent deep, Kimball. She'll pick this one up and send it around. Tipped up to Smith, and Smith is going to send this one down for another icing call. Back at the draw circle, have Zoe Ellen against Mallory Johnson, and Zoe's gonna win this one. Back to Bourgeois, and a shot and a tip, and that just goes wide. In behind, Kimball. Up to Summers, and back in control, over to Bourgeois. Bourgeois with the slap shot, and the save, and the bouncing puck out front, and Yeomans manages to kick that one away. Up the boards, Bourgeois flicks this one back in. And Kimball and Bourchier are going to pass back and forth. Kimball off the glass. And that's back down to Rockets' end. And Poirier will pick this one up. The captain, stretch pass up to Cormier. Cormier with the one touch to Ward, but that was denied by Dooland. They almost had a fantastic play there with the stretch pass, one touch right into the net, and that will be a block by Dooland as Poirier tried to make the shot from the point. And battles there, and that'll be chipped in, and we're going to get the cover up by Redmond. Back at the face-off circle, 17-17 left here in the second, 2-0 Rockets. One back, and the shot fanned on as that slides in and back into Rockets' possession. Richard losing the puck and sent back into the sticks as Doolan was aggressively trying to poke that puck away out of the zone. A nice block pass there. Doolan gains control for the Flames. And an intercepted pass there by Cook as she comes off the bench and shot it into the shins of the Rockets defense. McFadden's going to swipe this one in as Daggle and Kimball are in deep. Back to Boutier. Boutier takes a shot, and that's tipped into the Flames. And we have Nelson sending it deep and going to try and retrieve that one. And walking up. Back to Daggle. Daggle with the shot and a nice stick save sent to the wall. Rockets chip to neutral zone. And Annabelle Daniel gets hauled down on, she was making her way to the net. And we have a hold coming to 14. Mally Kimball is going to sit for 2 and put Rockets on the woman advantage for 2. Face off in the feet. Flames will send that one around. And Ward will pick that one up. As they're looking to make some lanes here. A pass into the slot. And couldn't. Annabelle couldn't get that going to Poirier. Poirier back. And Ward's going to walk in and make the shot. And a nice pad save, another rebound save. Daniel to Poirier. Poirier misses the pass, but picks that up. Back to Daniel. Daniel with the moves. It gets poked away and cleared the zone. With a nice play there by Lawrence. And Lawrence is going to get the change here while Rockets are in possession with a minute left here in the power play. Poirier at the point, over to Daniel. Daniel goes for the shot right into the shins. I think that's Boucher. And another shot, pad save by Yeomans. And the Flames get the clear. And trying to kill this penalty down. 30 seconds left. The Flames. McFadden. And that was chipped up off her stick. And the Flames get the clear once again. As Daggle sends that one deep. And Lola Boutier is going to pick this one up. Send it up to McFadden. McFadden walking through. Misses the puck completely. And the clear denied by McFadden. And we are coming back to even strength here. One more try and a nice save there by Yeomans. And the net comes off as that hard, fast push sent her into the post. And denied that open, wide open net goal. And a great goaltending there by Yeomans. And face off. Sent back. And we are back to even strength, folks. In this 2-0 game for the Rockets. And the Flames trying to make their way through off the boards. Sent back to the defense. Bourgeois and our partner make sure they send that back up to Ward. And Ward is going to walk this in around. Sorry, not Ward, Alain. Number looked like an 8. Pressure's on from the Flames. And just a slapper towards the net. That's deflected and slowed up and sent back to the wall. Back to Bourgeois. Bourgeois sends it to the slot. But Plord couldn't get a hold of it. And we are back to Flames. And just back and forth. Walks in, shot, and that's off the backside of the net. Plord over, picked up by Lawrence. And that'll be cleared the zone, and Plord is going to send that back to Arsenault. Arsenault, or not, yeah, sorry. That was Savoy to Arsenault. And Ward. And chipped in by the Flames to the neutral zone, and that'll be picked up by Doolin, and Doolin makes the shot. And no pressure there, so Rockets are going to decide to play this one. Stretch pass to Cormier. Cormier just loses that to, I think that was Boucher. Poked away, and that's going to be offside as the Rockets try to tag up. Flames, lots of time, lots of space. Couldn't quite get the passes quick enough to get that out, and that'll be chipped into the Rockets bench. Will go to the face-off. And not a lot of time spent in the Rockets zone for the Flames this period, as the Rockets have been dominating, and Yeoman's holding it down with the saves, keeping that scoreboard at the 2-0. Romans with the reach and missed that puck. She was looking to freeze it to go back to a face-off. And shot, and that is tipped and bounced wide. And Poirier, captain, here loses the puck as she fumbles. And Nelson picked that one up, sends it back deep. Poirier up to Ward. Ward to Cormier. Cormier out front. And Danielle couldn't get the shot there. She sends that wide. Flames back in control as Johnston makes her way in, carries the puck in as the Flames going to change here, and she'll be held by Fitzpatrick and Daniel. Daniel's going to make that one back out for Bourgeois to pick up. Off the glass by Bourgeois. Daggle there to retrieve, and she'll back this one into her own zone and look for the pass up to center ice. And Summers loses the puck. Back around, Daggle. Up, missed pass by Johnston. And Rodier McFadden on the forecheck. Johnston trying to send that one up to Summers, and the Rockets keep it in. McFadden is going to make her way around to the top. And she'll go for the change and a shot. That was denied by Yeomans. And back to Cormier. Cormier to Arsenault, and Arsenault, the puck just went outside the blue line. Arsenault keeps control. That'll be sent back in, and Daggle will put that back to center ice. Arsenault again. She'll walk this one in and chip that down. Flames send it back to the point. And the battle back and forth between these two teams for control and possession. Cormier, stretch pass, up deplored. Stick tied up, and that will be an icing call or a penalty. No, icing call. I saw a little bit of a trip up there, and I wasn't sure if the official's arm went up or not. It didn't quite have the look, but we are staying even. Icing call against the Flames, back down to the Flames' house for the face-off. And Rockets win back to Poirier. Poirier. A nice pass there, but Boutier couldn't settle that one down. A little too high and choppy. Around the net. Back. Ward out front. Looking to give herself a little pass there, or maybe she was sending that to Savoy, but that went right into Yeomans to freeze, to send us back to the face-off. 8:30 left here in the second period. Rockets up 2-0 as Annabelle Daniel getting 2 goals for the team in the first. Face-off, 1 back. Plord sends it back in deep for Ward to go after, and the Flames will rim this one around and walk in the blue line. It's back in Poirier's stick. And a shot on net and a rebound, and that's kicked out. And it looks like the ref, the net's off again. And wasn't sure if it was just because she couldn't see the puck, but net come off its post. Play was blown dead, and we'll go to the face-off once again. McFadden is battling here. Annabelle Daniel there. She sends that back to Poirier. Poirier over to Boutier. Boutier makes the shot, a tip! And that is a 3-0 game. And Boutier with the shot. And the wonderful tip by Daniel. That's a hat trick for Annabelle Daniel. The third goal of the game, and the second tip goal for her. And that is in... Maybe I have my statistics wrong here. No, sorry. She has 2 goals, 1 assist, I believe. I'm going to have to go back and look. I'll look on game sheets and figure it out. I think she has 2 goals, 1 assist this game. But I'm pretty sure goal number 2 was sent by Leanne Bourgeois and then tipped by Annabelle. So we will update everything during second intermission once I have a look at the game stats on game sheets. All right, McFadden coming around. She's going to make her way through with speed, going 1-on-2, and the shot right in the chest of Yeomans. Yeah, that will be covered up. And I'm going to look right now just to see. Bring this up so I can kind of keep up to date on the official reported statistics. Face-off, 1 back to Arsenault. Arsenault over to Cormier. Cormier into the shins of Summers. Stolen back away by Cormier as that is battled for in the neutral zone. Chipped in as the girls tagged up, as there would have been offside there. And pass going to Smith, and that one was settled down by Boucher. Sent right out to the slot and a shot, and that is denied. They got quite lucky there on a bit of a misplay on that one-touch pass. Colpitts out front, and a shot, and that goes wide. So Arsenault making her way in. Back to Colpitts. Colpitts, as they backhand that one off Plord's skate into the corner. And this will be walked right out as she gets the shot off, and that goes wide. Arsenault there to retrieve. Back to Poirier. Poirier over to Ward. Ward back to Poirier. As the Rockets try to get a change there, and a nice blocker save through traffic by Yeomans. And that'll be sent down for an icing against the Flames. This will give them a little bit of breather from the aggression of the Rockets are all over them in their zone. And we have a timeout for the Flames. 30 seconds as they regroup and get some wise words from their coaches. And the goals So far, we have Annabelle Daniel. We have Leanne Bourgeois. This is the game sheet stats. And Annabelle Daniel. So, get goal number 1 is Annabelle. Goal number 2 is Leanne from Annabelle. And goal number 3, Annabelle from Boutier. And that'll bring us back down into the Flames. And 5:31 left here in the second period. 3-0 for the Rockets. Ward coming around. She'll send this one back. And that pass denied by Summers. Back in deep. Boutier. And the shot and the bouncing puck. And that'll be grabbed and held onto by Yeomans. And both benches going to get some new lines out there. 10 new skaters from each bench. And back to the face-off circle. Bourgeois chips that one in. Picked up by Rodier. Flames send it up to the point. And a shot towards the net, denied by Daggle. That'll be poked back down into Rockets' end. As that's put around, and Doolin, with her speed, was trying to get this one back. And a no-look pass ends up into the stick of Fitzpatrick. Daniel looking for that backhand pass to the forechecker. No one there. And up in the air, Doolin gloves this one down for herself. Arsenault from the Rockets there to get control back. And we're back and forth here between zones. And we have a hooking call coming up against the Flames. Number 8, McKinley Doolin's going to the box for 2. Rockets going to hit this power play with 3:57 left in the second period. McFadden at the draw. Back, Boutier. Back to McFadden. McFadden denied the lane. And off the skates of Cook. And back to the boards. McFadden there to retrieve. Boutier is going to try to get that shot. And that's a wide open lane into the chest of Yeomans. And she'll hold on to that one and go back to the face-off. 3:55 left. 3-0 Rockets. Rockets cleanly win this one. Boutier to McFadden. McFadden over the shot, the one-timer, and that is tipped wide by Yeoman's butt end of her stick. It's unbelievable how many saves you actually see by the butt end of the goaltender's stick in hockey games. Shot and off the post and in. Looked like it came tipped off the pad, off the post and in. I'm not 100% sure. But that is Lily Plord bagging. Sorry, not Lily. That is Audrey Poirier, captain of the Rockets, getting the 4th goal of the game. And sorry, I'll update my scoreboard here. We're back to even strength. Flames win the face-off as Daggle carries this one in. A slide pass out front. Summers couldn't get her stick on the ice to get that tip in. And the Rockets have control again. Savoy going one-on-one with the shot, and that's tipped wide. She was going for that far side. And that went off the leg of the Flames defense. And back out neutral zone, Arsenault is going to send that up to Savoy as Summers pressured her to put that one deep. Back in the corner, Daggle battles Dooland. Slap shot, that is wide of the net and around. And Fitzpatrick sends that one in, and another shot on Yeomans, and that off the pads back to the other side. Dooland loses the puck in her skates into neutral zone. Bourgeois sending that up as that'll be chipped in by Plord. And Daggle was in trying to get that one. She'll stay in position and let her teammates help out. And we got her in behind the net with the puck. And sent up and around for Dooland. Dooland making the move, sends that over. Eason, and that'll be deep in the Rocket zone. And almost a missed fumble, misplayed puck there. Fumbled right next to Redmond. Swiped away by Feltman. And that'll be in and around. Back up, Summers in control. Boucher forcing her to send that one in deep. And in behind the net as McFadden up to neutral zone. Now back down and almost an icing, but that'll be waved off as the Rockets gain control before they hit the goal line. Stretch pass up and going in and loses the puck. That'll be a pass up, and the Flames are a 2-on-1. Smith and Cook coming in with the shot, and she misses that far side. And that was a fantastic opportunity. Cook with the no look into the skates. And that'll come up to Annabelle. Annabelle to Rodier. Rodier trying to make that behind the back pass to herself. And just fumbles it a little bit. But they're back in Rockets zone. And not for very long. Rodier is going to reverse this back to McFadden, and that will do it for the second period. We're 4-0 Rockets, and we'll be back after this intermission. right, folks, we are back. Third period of the Western Flames and Moncton Rockets matchup. And I got some intel on some name pronunciations during intermission. So Boutelier, I was pronounced it in the French way of Boutier. And I apologize for that. Any name mistakes, I do definitely apologize. Some of them can be difficult to decipher between French version or English version. Sometimes they're just hard to pronounce. Anyways, we're learning as we go. 20 minutes on the clock, 4-0 Rockets. And we will get this last 20 minutes underway. Here we go. Draw back, Rockets in possession. Sent over McFadden. McFadden walking in, shot, and that is off the crossbar and up high as that's gloved down by Folks. Cormier over to Boutelier. Boutelier and McFadden trying with the tip. And that just goes wide. Cormier over to Daniel. Daniel walks through, takes the shot, and misses that top corner. Back to Boutelier. And a pad save through traffic on to Yeomans. And Boutelier tried to walk that one in, and that is swiped away by Nelson. And Cormier, little misplay there, reverses back around and ends up finding Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick couldn't get a hold of it. Flames send it back to neutral ice. Fitzpatrick back up to Alain. Alain with the shot right into the chest and bounces off. And over to the boards. As Colpitts battles it, sends it up to Fitzpatrick. And a slap shot, and that's it, tipped and into the glove of Yeomans. And that'll send us back to the face-off. Flames are gonna, and the Flames trying to figure out their line change here as Bourchier, hope I'm pronouncing that name right too, Bourchier, left the ice, but the coach wanted her back on, so face off back in behind. We have Plord, Bourgeois. And a shot on net, tried for the tip by Alain, but that just misses her stick and goes wide of the net. Flames making the breakout here. Summers misplayed, and Bourgeois and Fitzpatrick will pick this one up to make their way back. A missed pass by Plord there, and it was chipped up, gloved down by Fitzpatrick. Summers getting the pass over to Lawrence. Lawrence will backhand this one in and start the chase down on Arsenault. In the feet, Arsenault picks this one away. Back to center ice. And gloved down by Doolin. Rockets creating some space here to get reset and get away from traffic. Arsenault up to Cormier. And Daggle takes that one up to Doolin on the wall. That'll be chipped back to neutral ice. Lauren Ward there. And just a big game of back and forth right now. Not too much happening. Now back and the shot, and that is off the pads of Yeomans. Arsenault is going to hold this one in back deep. Back in Flames possession. And pass missed by Lawrence. She'll chase this one down against Arsenault. Arsenault retrieves with the backhand over to the captain. Poirier. Audrey Poirier. Back up, held at the line by Feltman, and that was a shot sent in off of Redmond. And up to Richard. Savoy with the speed, almost getting that one. And Cormier making her way through center ice. She's going with a ton of speed. And she passes it out front. McFadden didn't have her stick on the ice to get that one. Daniel. And that is sent all the way back down for the icing. And we will pull this puck back down into the Flame zone. 15:42 left here in the third period. 4-0 Rockets for the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League showdown at the Q-Plex in Quispamsis, New Brunswick. Chipped up off the glass, held in, and denied back to neutral zone. Rockets gain control. Cormier up to Daniel. Daniel walks in, goes for that far side, and she scores. She picked that low side, far pocket, and that confirms the hat trick for the game. Annabelle Daniel from McFadden, with Cormier getting the second assist on that one. 5-0 Rockets. And a beautiful shot there by Daniel. And Flames win this faceoff. Back to Kimball. Kimball over to Daggle. Daggle looking to see Summers there on that one, and that just gets missed, and the Rockets are going to pick this one up. Daniel over to McFadden. But McFadden gets pickpocketed by Johnston. And right back, Daniel's stick. McFadden shot pad save. And the Flames trying to get control here of this game. Fitzpatrick going for the same pocket that Annabelle had just hit. That just goes wide. And she gets back to retrieve that loose puck held by Kimball at the red line. She'll fire that back in. Fitzpatrick over to Bourgeois. Bourgeois trying to send that up. And Rodier with the cross-check into the boards. And they will be getting a penalty for that one, as Yeoman's made her way to the bench to try and get this 6-on-5 happening. And the Rockets get the puck touch. And it'll be whistled down as number 22 is going to sit. Maëlle Rodier will be sitting for 2 minutes. And the Flames are going to be looking to break this shutout. And the shot, and that was a great block by Colpitts, and the clear all the way back down to Yeomans. And the Rockets are getting a bit of a line change here. Lawrence walked this one through with Doolin, and Lawrence coming, and I don't know if she was trying to do that pass across the crease or if she actually took the shot. It looked like she got blocked a little bit by the defense. Ward getting that stretch pass beautifully at the blue line, and she's trying to get in and to sink a short-handed one, and the Flames are going to brush that into Yeoman's possession so she can freeze that puck for the face-off. 13:31 left here in regulation time. Rockets up 5-0. And 1:21 left here in the power play for the Flames. Rockets win that face-off, pull it back out. They're going to send that in to kill off some time here. Flames getting reset. Up to Daggle, and Daggle's going to spin around and try to walk this in herself. Cormier steals that puck away and across ice clear. And Plord with the speed. She falls and takes down Feltman with her. And an offside call, which was a bit of an iffy one to me. It looked like she got her skates back out before the puck crossed, but we will go back to the face-off. 42 seconds for the Flames to capitalize here on this woman advantage. Rockets, and they're going to ice this one, and they're going to get another bit of time killed off this penalty kill. And Waterhouse back behind the net for Boucher to pick up, and she'll walk this one up looking, and Lawrence drop back to Doolin walking in. Boucher holding the line. And back to Waterhouse, and the pressure from the Rockets. As soon as they see them holding that puck too long, they know they can put that pressure on. Waterhouse with the lane, and that was going wide, but a glove save from Redmond. And that'll send us back to the face-off. 12-11 left here. 5-0 Rockets. 1 second left for the penalty kill for the Rockets, so that'll pretty much do it as Rode at the door, ready to get back into the action, and straight to the ice she goes as they're in the defensive zone, so they want to make sure they have the 5-on-5 until they get clear before they get the changes that they need. And chipped up into the neutral zone. That is swiped back. Fitzpatrick racing against Summers. And Daggle coming in. She gets held into the boards by Richard or Richard. I'm not sure if it's the French or English version. Puck comes free. Rodier. And three. Rodier getting the change finally as Bourgeois sends that one deep and goes off the ice herself, down to Savoy, and then back over to Ward. Ward to Savoy. And that's going to be brought back up for Poirier, sorry. And that slide pass across the ice, no one there to pick it up, goes to the wall. Poirier walking around. She'll go back to McFadden. McFadden's going to take the shot, and that couldn't get through traffic. It actually looked like it hit Zoe Savoy there. Poirier looking to get something here, and that'll be swiped away, held in, shot, and blocked into the skates of Daggle. And Daniel managed to keep that one in. Pass going into the slot for McFadden. Posted up. And McFadden out front to Daniel. Daniel shooting that puck high of the net. Looking to get her fourth of the game. Arsenault. She's going to pressure in on that puck. Savoy over to Poirier. Poirier, she's going to walk this one in herself with the time and space she had to do it. So she'll send that one in deep and go for the change. And back up in Flames possession. They'll bring this one through the neutral zone. Pass just missed there by Cook. And Arsenault retrieved that one. And back to Cormier. Cormier to Arsenault. Arsenault back up to Plord. And she opposite direction of the puck, so Cook grabs a hold of that one. That'll be sent into the boards, opposite side. Plord back around. And Boutlier up to Alain back to Colpitz. Cormier's going to send that around. Cormier into the shins of Cook. And that will be out of the Flames zone. And she'll be hauled down, but no fault of the Flames apparently. And that looked like it was up and hit one of the Flames players, so that's the whistle. And we will go to the face-off. 8:34 here left in the third period. 5-0 for the Rockets. And there's another matchup tomorrow. The Rockets and the Kraken. And that is a shot. And tipped up, and Yeomans will freeze that one. Face-off in the feet, Flames. And Doolin had a hold of that one, tried to walk it in behind the net. And they're getting a nice clean breakout here as they go 2-on-1. Oh, Easton didn't read that very well. And she was hauled down with no call from the ref on that one. As Daggle went flying into the boards, taken off her feet. And the pass into the feet of Richard. And they're battling at the boards. Back to Arsenault. Arsenault over to Poirier. Poirier sends this one on net, and that'll be a save by Yeomans. And we'll be back to the face-off left of the Flames net. Minder. Drawn back, we got Arsenault right into the shins of Summers. And that stretch pass hit Arsenault, and the shot and the glove saved by Redmond. And Morgan Redmond with a great performance today. Not seeing a ton of shots, but making the saves where it counts. She's sitting fourth in the league right now with a .913 save percentage, which is quite impressive. Only allowing 26 goals in 16 games. Arsenault over. And the battles in behind the net. As the Flames are in there just aggravating, making the Rockets work for this breakout. And they finally get out of it, but the kick off of McFadden's skate was back in Flames possession, and Rodier was there. Over to McFadden. Back to Cormier. Cormier walks the line, sends one on net, and a easy clean pad save there for Yeomans. And Boutlier is going to be walking this puck around up to Cormier. Cormier goes for Colpitz. Colpitz didn't see that the pass was coming to her. And luckily, Daniel was there. And she makes the move between the legs. Pass out front. Plord couldn't get there quick enough. But a great move there by Annabelle. And that will be puck frozen up. 5:43 left here in the third period. 5-0 for the Rockets. And this is, last 5 minutes is always the toughest part for the goaltender in a potential shutout game. And they say don't talk about the shutout, but here I am, jinxing it for the fantastic Rockets goaltender, Morgan Redmond. And pass out front, couldn't get a hold of it, denied by the Flames defense. I believe that was Audrey Daggle there. And Daggle back in, back around to Feltmate. And that's poked up, but held by Plord. Plord looking for Daniel out front. And that pass just goes off her stick and back up to the point. Held in. Bourgeois. And they're battling for possession as it comes free. And Nelson gets that cleared as they get the icing, and they were trying to get a change there super quick before the puck was iced. And I don't know if she got to the bench fast enough, but I believe I still see her on the ice. And here we go. And one back to the Flames in the corner. Sent out up to Arsenault. Arsenault and Poirier switching spots, and Poirier going to the net, looking for that pass back from Colpitts. And that'll be cleared. It'll be another icing call against the Flames. Back down into Flames zone to put Yeomans to work even more. And face off back in sticks of the Rockets, and Arsenault sends it a little too far, and that goes outside into center ice. Poirier misplaying that one as Nelson was there to poke that one away, and pass straight to Lawrence. Lawrence bounces off her stick and goes back to Arsenault. And walking in, Alain with the shot, and a glove save there by Yeomans. And we will be back to the face-off. And back to Cormier. Cormier sends that one in with Savoy. And the battle at the boards. It's like Savoy comes away with that one. But the Flames, Waterhouse, and Lawrence there try to get that clear. But that stays in, and the shot on net deflected wide into the corner. And McFadden coming around with speed. Looking to dodge Lawrence. Back in the corner, they're going to battle this one out 2-on-2. McFadden against Dooland. And Flames, she was looking at the puck at her feet and trying to figure out where to go with it. And they're going to get the change there, as I imagine they're quite tired after those board battles. And we have an icing call against the Rockets. Got to be back down into Rockets zone. And we'll see if the Flames pull their netminder to do a 6-on-5 for the last couple minutes of this game. We're 2:27 left. And if they want a chance to break this shutout, then potentially could be the 6-on-5 strategy, but we'll see what the coaches decide to do. Rockets very good at this keeping possession. Savoy coming in. She puts on the brakes and is going to step back and then reverse that puck back in behind the net. That one's poked away to the boards, and Bourgeois sends it back to the corner as Rodier and Daniel with it again, going short side. Off the mask. Off the mask of Yeomans. And they weren't sure where it went. And I'm not sure who's going to get this one. I'm going to have to look and see. But that was a confirmed goal for the Rockets. We are 6-0. And I'm going to have to check the game sheets for that one to see exactly what happened there. As it was all over the place. And face off, one back. And up to Daniel. She walks around and gets in and a shot and off the post. Wide open net on her backhand. Great moves, makes it through everyone. And a fantastic play by Annabelle Daniel there. Just couldn't capitalize to get her 4th of the game. And to the boards, Fitzpatrick. Denied retrieval as the Flames make their way through. 1:25 left here in the game. And the Flames going to be desperate to at least find the back of the net here. There's not really much of a chance of coming back. And out front, Annabelle back to Arsenault. Arsenault takes the shot into the shins. And that's a shot and a save, and that will be frozen up. We are in the final minute of play here.